I get told a lot that this channel's about doom and gloom, but it's about basically the end times. Well, we are living in the end times. And if I had something else good to talk about, I would do my channel completely on homesteading or farming. Something that I like doing, hunting, guns, gun reviews, all this stuff. I would just make it totally about that. But see, I care about the direction of my life and your life. I care about the direction the country is going. I have a responsibility to get on here and tell the truth. No matter who I make upset, no matter what kind of awful names and threats that gets thrown my way, I have a responsibility to do these things. Civil war was talked about in 2019. It's been talked about all last year too. It kind of got put on the back burner, and I'm always the one manning the flames of civil war. Because it's something that I see. I see it differently than most folks. We've talked about balkanization a lot. Well, folks, I'm under the impression, after looking at the maps, after seeing how the voting actually is in different parts of this country, and you actually see where people has moved to, how the votes have changed here, and I see the balkanization already happened. I almost bet that people who live behind the enemy lines into the depth of libtardism, the good folks that lives there, are probably going to stay just fight it out. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But the civil war that I see a war brewing. I see a war like none other. It's a war where people like me and you are hunted down for our beliefs, for our faith. It's a war that I hope our children and grandchildren won't be able to see. The things of this nation that used to be is gone. And that's why this nation is no more. We are a country divided, and divided we will stay. I believe that once this country is completely collapsed, the rise of the Antichrist will happen. I believe the tribulation will be coming soon. But I believe the judgment and the wrath that we will have to go through will be more awful than anybody could possibly imagine. Because this great country that used to be was an experiment that has failed miserably. Civil War has been brewing for a long time, folks. And it's always going to brew until that day where we all are hunted down. Doom and gloom? Nah. It's just reality, folks. It's the signs of the times. Human beings being vaccinated against their will. It's coming. The things that they created that vaccine with, pure evil. And there's good folks out there lining up every day to get it. They have created the mindset into the public, into your friends, your neighbors, that if you don't get the vaccine, you're the bad guy. You're the one who doesn't care about life when they've been taking life away from babies, from the elderly, for decades. But you ain't got to worry about your local municipalities giving out a mandatory vaccine. The corporations, the NWO's corporation that runs this whole country, will make it to where you can't go anywhere unless you have your vaccinated card. They're the ones who will do it. Because all of the deep state works for the corporations. And that's how they spread their propaganda throughout the entire globe. Doom and gloom. Our economy's crashing. Jobless claims are at record-breaking numbers. Trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars in debt, and we keep putting it on and keep adding it to it. Before long, folks, Venezuela will be our mirrored image. From the supply shortages, ammo shortages, food shortages, to the farmers that keeps getting screwed and screwed over and over again. We are living on the brink of the collapse, folks. And civil war, balkanization, SHTF, EMP, grid down, anything you want to call it, the apocalypse, we're living on the eve of all of that stuff. Because it's all going to happen. If one happens, it all happens. The message is going to be the same throughout the year. The message is going to be clear. You do the best you can. You get the supplies you can. For most folks who doesn't want to see it, it'll be too late for them anyway. But for the ones who continue to try, as long as there's an effort to try, to make your life better, to take care of your family, to put food on your family's table, to stock up on the food, water, and supplies, medical supplies, ammo, firearms. Because you can have all the food and water in the world, but if you ain't got nothing to protect yourself, you're out of luck. This is where we are. And 2021 isn't going to be any different. We're just waiting on the day that the red button's finally pushed and that big, tall skyscraper in Dubai, that man of lies and deceit and sin, makes that phone call to shut this whole thing down so he can take control of it all. Could be in our very near future, folks. Now, could he not be in the largest skyscraper? Yeah. Could it be a black phone instead of a red phone? Yeah. But it's going to happen nevertheless. Folks like me and you are going to be the ones to fight back, to stand for freedom, and stand for what we believe in. That's where we are in 2021, folks. Thank you all for the new subscribers. Thank you all for all my new Patreons. I'm going to be putting out a video later to talk to my Patreons because it's something I need to go over with them. I truly appreciate you folks. Me and my family truly appreciates you. Well, let's get ready for another year, folks. Let's do it. A lot of changes coming my way, that's for sure. So I'll be giving some updates. I'll be putting out some videos when I can. Please come join me. Don't forget to give them thumbs up. Hey, the more thumbs up I get, the more it makes the other side mad as heck. I appreciate all my folks. Stay the course, keep the faith. I'll see my folks on the flip side.